Good day, students. Today we will deal with nominal versus effective interest rate. The nominal interest rate is the rate over 1 year which does not take into account any compound interest. It can also be called the rate of interest over 1 year, where the interest is withdrawn at the end of every compounding period. So let's look at what is the effective interest rate. The effective interest rate is the interest rate over 1 year where the compound interest is added at the end of each compounding period. The compound interest is not withdrawn, in other words. So let's look at the first example. Number one, if the nominal rate is 7% per annum, what is the effective rate if it is compounded monthly? So in our answer, we first convert 7%. 7 divided by 100 gives us 0.07. And then the formula for the effective rate is 1 plus the nominal interest rate divided by the compounding period, which is n, close bracket, raised to the power of n, which would be the number of compounding periods for the year, minus 1. So in this case, the effective rate is equal to 1 plus 0.07 divided by 12. And that 12 is the number of periods in a year that it is compounded by. So it's monthly, so the 12 months in the year. And then it's raised to the power of 12 because there are 12 months in the year, minus 1. And there we get our rate of interest, and then we convert that. Remember, we've got to round off to 2 decimal places. So because of the 9 there, that becomes 7.23%. That is the effective rate. Let's look at another example. Example 2, if the nominal rate is 12.3% per annum, what is the effective rate if it is compounded monthly? So again, we convert 12.3% divided by 100 gives us 0.123. The effective rate then is going to be 1 plus 0.123 divided by 12 raised to the power of 12 minus 1. And we work it out to be 0.13017, and we convert that to a decimal percentage together with 2 decimal places. So it's 13.02%. That is our effective rate. Let's look at example 3. If the nominal rate is 10% per annum and it is compounded quarterly, remember there are 4 quarters in the year. So what is the effective rate? Again, we convert 10% divided by 10 divided by 100 gives us 0.10. So the effective rate is 1 plus 0.10 divided by 4 because there are 4 quarters in the year. And then raised to the power of 4 minus 1. And that's where we get 0.1038, which rounds off to 10.38%. Our last example, if the nominal rate is 13.4% per annum, and it is compounded every 6 months. Remember, there are 2 periods of 6 months in the year, so we need to take that into account. What is the effective interest rate? So 13.4 divided by 100 gives us 0.134, and then the effective rate is going to be 1 plus 0.134 divided by 2, because there are only 2 6-month periods in the year, raised to the power of 2, because there are 2 interest-bearing periods, minus 1. And that gives us 0.138489, and we round that off to 13.85%. Thank you.